There's something special about growing jalapeños. They're fiery, flavorful, and versatile enough to liven up anything from salsa to stir-fry. But here's the gardener's dilemma. How do you actually know when it's the perfect time to harvest them? Pick too early and they taste grassy, underdeveloped, and almost bland. Leave them too long and they may become wrinkled or overly hot for your liking. I've been there many times myself, standing in the garden with a pepper in hand wondering, is today the day? That's exactly why I created this guide for you here on Soil Sage Chronicles. Together, we'll walk through the signs, the science, and the subtle gardener's intuition that will help you harvest jalapeños at their very best. But here's another secret. Jalapeños don't ripen all at once. Your plant will produce peppers in different stages, which means you'll get to choose between green, mature, or red jalapeños depending on your preference. Learning to recognize these stages will make you more confident and less hesitant with every harvest. The gloss test, shiny versus dull. One of the easiest ways to judge readiness is by looking at the skin. A perfectly mature green jalapeño has a shiny, glossy surface. That sheen is your plant's way of saying, I'm ready now. If the skin starts looking dull or develops fine wrinkles, it's a sign the pepper is past its prime in the green stage. Wrinkled jalapeños aren't bad. They're just spicier, less juicy, and sometimes a bit tougher. Some gardeners even prefer them that way. Personally, I like to pick before the wrinkling starts for the crispest bite. Stage 2, the red jalapeño. If you leave your jalapeños on the plant, they'll eventually ripen from green to red. This transformation usually takes a few extra weeks, but honestly, the payoff is worth the wait. Red jalapeños are sweeter, smokier, and generally hotter than their green counterparts. They're fantastic for making hot sauces, chipotle-style drying, or just adding a pop of color to your garden harvest. Another simple way to check readiness is by feel. A ripe jalapeño should be firm when you gently squeeze it. Soft spots usually mean the pepper is overripe or starting to spoil. Think of it like testing fruit at the market. You're looking for that satisfying firmness that tells you the pepper is fully developed but still fresh. Once you've spotted the perfect pepper, harvesting it correctly is just as important as knowing when. Resist the urge to tug or twist aggressively. That can damage both the pepper and the plant. Instead, use a clean pair of garden scissors or pruning shears to snip the stem just above the pepper. If you don't have tools handy, a gentle twist and pull motion at the base of the stem usually works, but do it carefully. Healthy plants can keep producing for weeks or even months if treated gently, so each cut you make matters. Here's where gardening gets personal. The perfect harvest time depends not only on the plant, but also on your own taste preferences. Love mild heat? Pick jalapeños when they're green, glossy, and around 3 inches long. Want balanced flavor with a bit more kick? Look for green peppers with corking. Crave full-bodied heat and sweetness? Wait for them to turn red. I often mix it up, harvesting some early for fresh salsas and letting others ripen red for drying and hot sauce. Gardening, after all, is about experimenting and finding what works for you. So, what if you forget about your peppers for a while? Don't worry, it happens to all of us. Overripe jalapeños may start wrinkling, softening, or even falling off the plant. They're still usable, though usually hotter and less crunchy. You can dry them, smoke them into chipotles, or use them in cooked dishes where texture matters less. The key is not to panic. You haven't wasted them, you've just discovered another flavor stage. Every time you harvest a pepper, you send a signal to the plant. Keep producing. If you leave too many peppers on the plant at once, it may slow down or stop making new flowers. So even if you're waiting for some peppers to turn red, make sure to keep harvesting others regularly. This encourages a steady flow of new jalapeños right through the season. Learning when to harvest jalapeños is a mix of observation, timing, and personal preference. Watch the color, feel the firmness, notice the gloss, and pay attention to corking. Each of these signs helps you tune in to what your peppers are telling you. Most importantly, don't be afraid to experiment. Try harvesting at different stages, taste test them, and discover what flavor profile you love most. That's the beauty of growing your own food. Out in my garden, I've learned to trust my eyes and hands as much as the calendar. With a little practice, you'll get there too. And before you know it, you'll be picking peppers with confidence, maybe even teaching others the same tricks. Green, glossy, 3 to 4 inches long means perfect for mild to medium heat. Corking means hotter flavor, rustic look, more character. Red means sweeter, smokier, hotter, and ideal for sauces or drying. Wrinkles mean overripe but still useful. Regular harvesting keeps your plant producing. I hope this guide has cleared up the mystery of harvesting jalapeños and given you the confidence to pick at just the right time. Gardening is always a journey, and the best lessons come from trying things yourself. If you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to Soil Sage Chronicles for more down-to-earth gardening wisdom. Share this article with a fellow gardener who's growing peppers, and let's spread the knowledge. Together, we'll keep growing smarter, tastier gardens.